Hi, welcome to part three of this five-part series about the gene keys for parents. This episode today is for you if you want to dive deeper into the general scientific concepts behind the gene keys. Maybe you're a bit like me, you're curious, you're skeptical. Um, I do have a part inside me who likes to wear the engineering hat sometimes and who wants to find the proof in 3D reality. So I hope you enjoy this one. I did my best in terms of telling you how I understand the information. So, in my understanding, the basis of the gene keys modality combines elements from all three of the below. So, number one, modern genetics and the science of genes and DNA and codon rings and proteins and all that stuff. Number two, the I Ching. And this is the ancient Chinese divination text and wisdom, which offers 64 unique hexagrams. Each hexagram presents a human experience of consciousness. And the 64 gene keys are based off these 64 hexagrams. And three, human design, a modern system for defining personality types, which combines the I Ching with astrology. Now, in this recording, I want to just focus on the science behind the gene keys rather than the I Ching or the human design, which I'll probably do later episodes about. Now, here's how I understand the science information and explaining it in my own words. So the gene keys are related to a number of scientific concepts. The first is the concept of the DNA, the genetic code, and how there are a total of 64 different codon combinations. There are a total of 64 different gene keys. Each one is related to a particular codon in the DNA. Richard Rudd, the author of the Gene Keys, defines DNA as the multidimensional programming software of human consciousness. That's interesting, yeah. So the second concept is that everything is made of energy. Since everything, including us humans, everything is made of atoms, and since every atom with its electrons and protons and other components, it has an electromagnetic field, then our cells, our DNA, all of us, we are made of energy. We carry an energy field around us. Energy fields are in constant relationship with one another. Our energy field is in constant interaction with the energy fields around us. Similarly, the energy field of our DNA is in constant interaction with our surrounding energy fields. What this means is that our DNA is actually an open system. By an open system, I mean it can be impacted by the energy of the surroundings. Our DNA is not set in stone. It is able to change, to mutate, depending on our environment. And this is how evolution happens. Evolution is a series of small genetic mutations in the DNA that add up over time. Now, the biggest energy field in our surroundings, they are the energy field of the sun, as well as the energy field of the earth. Now, at the time I'm writing this, and I'm recording this in 2024, there are observations around the increased solar flares that are coming from the sun, and these are impacting the energy field of the earth. Since we are in constant relationship with the energy fields of the sun and the earth, our own energy is being impacted. Our DNA is being impacted. In other words, we as a human race are in the middle of a big mutation. Our DNA is mutating. We are evolving. And all this is natural. I don't say it to scare you. It's like, it's not a doom and gloom thing. I want you to actually rejoice as you take this information in. With all the issues on the planet, everybody agrees that things can no longer go on the way they are going right now. And for the sake of our planet and for our own human race, we are evolving as a species. It's not the end of the world, it's actually the beginning of a new world. We are evolving as a species, and it's happening whether we are aware of it or not. It's happening. Now, science doesn't know how it's going to end up like. The gene keys go beyond the science, and they give us a hint to how this evolution is going to end up like. If you've listened to my previous episode, I said that the gene keys are not for everyone because they require from you trust in something greater. So in something greater that is beyond science. Okay. Science has so far given the term junk DNA to certain DNA sequences found in our genes, which scientists found that these junk DNA, they appear to have no relevant biological function in the human body. But then here's where the gene keys come. The gene keys modality shows us how these misunderstood DNA sequences that are called junk DNA, they actually contain secret ingredients for us to evolve into our next higher version of ourselves as a species. The gene keys also tells us that we are not victims of our genes. It shows us how we can influence our own evolution for the better. I find this so empowering. We can influence our own evolution. And what Richard Rudd says, the author of the Gene Keys, he says, depending on your attitude at any given moment, your DNA is the architect of your physical, emotional, and mental reality. So do you get this? That we can actually influence how our DNA is changing. And I probably will not talk more about this because you have to dive into the gene keys to find out for yourself. Once you dive deep into the gene keys, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But I hope I got you interested enough. And what I think is more important is, what do we do with this information as parents? As parents, it might be too far ahead in the future, this evolution of the human species. It's a things far ahead in the future. But the way I see it is that our kids are the foremothers and forefathers of the next version of the human species. Our kids are the pioneers of this new earth that we're building. And we are here at a frontier, at this evolutionary frontier. We have the honor of playing the parenting role. And how can we not embrace this role? I hope I got you excited about this. You see, I'm a little passionate about the future of our planet. And I'm doing a lot of initiatives to help build this new future. You can go to my website, theteensoulcoach.com, to check these initiatives. But I'm also passionate about the present moment. There's nothing more valuable than the present moment with my family. And the Gene Keys have also helped me with that. Now, in the next episode, I will talk about how the Gene Keys had helped me as a parent. Thank you for listening to this. I'm Nadine, the Teen Soul Coach. See you next time.